Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and I am the teen librarian here at Rowan Public Library, and I am going to show you how to make a little planter out of plastic yarn, or Plarn as we're calling it. So basically what I have here and what is going to be in your kits, you guys are all going to have a little ball of Plarn, and you are going to have a crochet hook that kind of looks like this. Yours might look a little different. You're also going to have a plastic bag in there, and the reason for that will be apparent in just a minute. This is just to give you guys a reason to get rid of all of those plastic bags that are sitting under your sink or in your pantry or something that are just gathering dust. They're not really going anywhere. This is a good way to kind of reuse those and kind of repurpose them into something that helps our environment. All right, to begin, I'm going to show you guys how to first make the Plarn, and then I will show you how to get started on making the planter. So with the bag that came in your kit, I want you guys to kind of lay it as flat as you can. You can kind of tuck in the sides a little bit, just like that. Try to get it as flat as you can. You're gonna take one side, just like this, and you're gonna fold it over itself, just right in half on the vertical. All right, and then you're gonna fold it again. So this is the second fold. And then you are going to fold it one more time. So 3 folds total. So it's about maybe an inch or so across. And then very carefully, I want you guys to be very careful while you do this. You're gonna take some scissors and you are going to locate where the handles are. So basically where this little thing that pokes out, that's usually where it begins. So we're gonna cut just below that and kind of get rid of the handles. We don't need those anymore. And then all the way down, you're gonna cut probably about an inch or so off. So you're gonna cut an inch, another one, another, and you're gonna cut all the way down. And if you need to pause the video to catch up, you are more than welcome to. So we're just gonna make our cuts all the way down to the end of the bag. And then down here at the bottom is the seam of the bag. We can also get rid of that, so we don't need those. So out of just one bag, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of Plarn. Our next step is now going to be connecting our pieces to the rest of our ball, the ball that you got in your kit. And you guys are welcome to do this at any time. You can do it at the beginning before you start. You can wait to see if you're gonna run out near the end, whichever you guys prefer to do. So I'm gonna show you a couple of times, so don't be discouraged if you don't see me do it the first time. So you have the end that's connected to the ball. You have the end here, and then you have the piece that was cut just now. So you are going to take the piece that's on the end of your ball, take the piece that you just cut. You're gonna lay the piece that you just cut over the end that connects to the ball. So it kind of looks like this. It's like a U and a U. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to go underneath the one on the bottom, like this. You're going to grab onto the one on top, just like this, and you're just gonna pull it right through. And then when you pull, you don't want to pull too tight because this will kind of snap, and you don't want it to get disconnected. So you're gonna just pull it tight, but not too tight. All right, and I'll show you one more time. So you're gonna unwrap the piece that you just caught, take the part that's at the end of your ball, piece that you just cut, lay it right on top, and then you go under the one on the bottom, grab the one that's on the top, and then just pull it through. Okay, so now we are on to the main event here. We are going to start crocheting our Plarn into a little planter. I'm going to show you how to do what we call the magic ring. And that is where you take the end of the Plarn, you're going to wrap it around, you're going to take 2 fingers, you're going to wrap it around these 2 fingers once. And you have to kind of be careful because it is kind of 2 strands at one time. So wrap it around once, And then you're going to take the end and you're going to wrap it around again, but this time at an angle to kind of make an X on your hand. And you can adjust it as you need to, just like that. All right. And you're going to take your crochet hook and you are going to take the hook underneath the bottom yarn. So that first loop that we did around your hand, you're going to put it underneath that loop. You're going to grab on to the top of the Plarn, just like this. You're going to grab onto it with the hook facing down and pull through and then twist up. So you kind of see how it's kind of pulled through a little bit. I'll show you again. Okay. We're going to go again. And don't worry, you can always pause the video. You can rewind if you need to. There's no problem if you can't get it on the first try. So you're going to put the crochet hook underneath the one on the bottom. You're going to put it over the one on the top and then pull it through the one on the bottom and then twist up. We have our magic circle and we are going to yarn over with the end of our crochet, with the end of our yarn. We are going to pull through the knot that we just made. So that way we secure it and everything is nice and tidy. So we are going to yarn over with our Plarn. So you see the end here, we want the end that's connected to the rest of the ball. We are going to yarn over the hook. And then here's our magic circle. We are going to take the hook with both loops on it through the circle. So it kind of looks like that. And then we're going to yarn over again the hook with the end and then pull this through the circle. So now we should have three loops on our crochet hook. All right. And then once again, we're going to yarn over. And then this is kind of where it gets tricky, especially with Plarn. So just kind of, you can go one at a time. So you're going to take this one that we just yarned over. We're going to pull it through this hoop, the first one. We're going to pull it through the second one. And we are going to pull it through the third one. And that way we can tighten it up a little bit. And there is our half double crochet. And so we are going to do that 6 total times. So we need 5 more of these. So we're going to yarn over, put through the circle, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, and we are going to pull through all 3 of these loops. And again, we can tighten it up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer, and now we have 2. It's going to be kind of hard to see, and until you kind of get the hang of it, you might have to redo this a couple of times. Just rewind the video as many times as you need to, pause the video if you need to, but I am going to do 6 total on the circle, and then I'll meet you at the end. All right, now you should have 6 stitches on your loop, and like I said, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I am looped on to make another one. But what we're going to do instead is at the end of your magic circle, if you tug on it just a little gently, it will actually help to close your circle and tighten it up a little bit, just like that. All right? And don't pull too hard because everything could come undone. And so what we're going to do is this little loop that's here, right at the end where we started, we are going to just put the crochet hook right through that without yarning over first, just like that. But now we are going to yarn over and we are going to pull this through that hoop we just pulled up and through the loop that we just had. All right, so now we have closed our circle and we can move on to the next level. So we are going to do what we call chain 1. So you're going to yarn over and pull through that loop. Now we are going to be doing an increase. So in the first stitch, we are going to do 1 half double crochet. You're going to yarn over and you are going to put your hook through this first stitch here, And it's going to be kind of hard to see, so take your time if you need to, but you're going to, again, yarn over and then pull through the stitch, and you should have the 3 hoops again. Yarn over, and then you can pull through all 3 loops. And so that is our first stitch. All right, and we are going to, instead of moving on to the next stitch, we are going to put another half double crochet inside this same stitch that we just did. So we are going to yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through the hoops. So now it's kind of hard to see, but we have 2 stitches in this loop here. And so for the next one, we're just going to do 1. So we're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3. And so for stitches 4, 5, and 6, we're going to repeat that pattern. So now it's going to be 4th stitch is going to have 2, 5th is going to have 1, and 6th is going to have 2. And I'll meet you guys back at the end. All right, so I've just finished my last 2 stitches in the 6th stitch from the first row. And it is kind of hard to see, but you can always tell where your row begins because the end should be even with where your last stitch should be. So we are going to do what we did for the first row is we are going to insert into that first stitch. We are going to yarn over and pull through and then just pull it through that other hoop. That's called the slip stitch. That helps us move on to the next row. And again, we are going to yarn over and then just pull through this loop for our chain stitch. Okay. And again, this is going to be, basically we want to do 3 rows of increases. So that is our first row. We need 2 more just like that of 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 1 stitch, and so on. So when you finish the next row, you slip stitch together, chain 1, and then do a 3rd row. And if you need to rewind, if you need to pause here, please feel free to do so, and I will meet you when you guys have 3 total increasing rows. All right, so now I have three rows of increasing stitches, and you can see the center right here where we started with 6, and now it could vary between probably about 20 to 25 stitches for everybody. If you have more, that's okay. If you have less, that's okay too. I have about 24 stitches now, all told together. So from 6 to 24. You're going to be doing 1 half double crochet in each of these stitches individually for however many rows you want to do. You can go until you finish your ball of Plarn. You can do 10 rows, you can do 15, however many you want to do until your planter gets the height that you want. All right. So we are going to just do yarn over. We're going to go into that first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. And then like I said, we are going to just do that all the way around. When you get to the end again, you just do the slip stitch, chain 1, and keep going. All right, we are ready to finish up our little planter here. I only did about 5 rows, and it's a little short and it's a little stubby, but I have a couple of little small cacti that could go perfectly in this planter, especially with so many holes in it. It's very well draining. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to end your planter. So you're going to, I'm at the very end here of where I started the row. So I'm just going to do one last slip stitch, yarn over, pull through and pull through. And then I am going to take some scissors again, and I'm just going to cut just a little bit further from the end. And then we are going to yarn over and pull through, and then just tighten it all up. And then your piece is all done. And you can actually, yes, I did pull a little too hard, but you can actually cut off that piece and it should stay. And then these little pieces right here, from where I had to tie a couple of bags together. So you can just cut those right off, cut that off, like that. And again, the very, very end piece, cut that off. And then one last little bit on the inside here. Cut those off. And so there you go. I have my little planter, and it is almost ready for some soil and a plant. I hope you guys had fun making this, and I hope you guys take the time to think about all those plastic bags that are sitting under your sink or behind a door or just gathering dust somewhere in your house, and what you can do to reuse them instead of just letting them sit there. A lot of stores allow you to bring back plastic bags for recycling. If there's something that you want to do personally with them, you can always make a little planter, you can make a tote bag. The world is your oyster, basically, once you know how to either crochet or knit or weave any kind of fiber art. You can do so many new things with so many different types of fabric or not fabric.